You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Don Hudson and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. And topping the list, experts at East Tennessee Children's Hospital say they're seeing a rise in the RSV cases compared to this time last year anyway. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, for most adults, RSV can cause mild cold-like symptoms, but in severe cases, and especially in children, the virus can cause serious complications. East Tennessee Children's Hospital has seen an early peak in the virus this year.
Here it was very typically a winter virus. Last year it was a summer virus. And this year it's kind of a mid-fall, early fall virus. And we have quite a number that have been had to be admitted to the hospital to be observed while they're recovering from this virus.
Now, we're told there's not one specific treatment for RSV, so the biggest prevention of this is really just to avoid any opportunities to be exposed to it. Avoid the crowded situations, wash your hands frequently, constantly clean commonly touched surfaces. Remember, what can seem like a common cold for adults could be something much more serious if passed on to a child. If your child is sick, parents should look for discolorization in the face, any paused or delayed breathing. These are all signs to take your child to the emergency room right away. All right, next on our list, we're learning more after a man vacationing in Gatlinburg was attacked by a bear inside of the cabin he was staying in. The attack happened not far from the downtown area. Wildlife officers are telling us that about 11 o'clock Saturday night, a vacationer walked into the cabin's kitchen area. He sees a bear there. It actually had entered through a set of locked but not deadbolted French doors. According to the TWRA, that's when the bear attacked the vacationer, leaving serious injuries to his face and to the top of his head. The bear also scratched the vacationer's back while he ran away, but he was able to lock himself in a bedroom, use his phone to call 911. TWRA set up a trap at the scene, and we're told the bear fitting the man's description was caught and euthanized early yesterday afternoon. As for the man who was attacked, he did receive treatment and has since been released from the hospital. Continuing our Big 7 list, charges have now been filed after a car crash sends 2 people to the hospital. Now, it was a 3-car crash that happened out on I-40 just east of Strawbery Plains Pike yesterday. Blocked traffic for a long, long time, but that's the secondary issue here. Lifestar had to be called in. 2 people were taken to UT Medical Center for treatment, 1 with life-threatening injuries. Now, this morning, Knoxville police released the crash report, and we're told the driver of a Nissan pickup speeding down I-40 hit the back of a Ford Fusion, which then pushed the Ford into a 3rd car. According to police, the driver of the Nissan was identified as a 25-year-old Amalir Roni Geronimo Sales. He tried to leave the scene, but his truck wouldn't go, and bystanders stopped him from running away. Now, that driver facing charges of reckless driving, leaving the scene of a crash, driving without a license, and driving with no proof of insurance. Next on the 7, the Sevier County Volunteer Fire Department is now has a new tanker truck after losing its previous one during a fire earlier in the year. The new tanker, coming all the way from New Hampshire, went on its first call in East Tennessee today when there was a house fire there. The tanker is a 1993 Pierce. It can hold 2,500 gallons of water, which can basically provide 2 refills for a standard fire truck. The Volunteer Fire Department has gone several months without a tanker after the previous one, again, lost during the fire, the Hatcher Mountain fire to be exact, back in late March and early April.
Well, the particular truck that was donated to us, if we had to replace new at this particular time, it's $450,000. And that's with no equipment on it. That's just the truck itself, ready to put equipment on. We were searching other options. The truck that it replaced was insured at its maximum value, and it was only like a 1/4 of that.
What a gift, right? To learn more about this tanker and why members say it also has a very sentimental value, just head to our website for more on this story, WATE.com. Next on the 7, we're learning more tonight about a skydiving accident that took the life of a man during a high school football game in Jonesboro back on Friday. 55-year-old Richard Sheffield, skydiver with Jump TN. His company was hired to deliver the game ball Friday night to the Musket Bowl. That's that big rivalry game between Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett High Schools. But something went wrong. Sheffield hit the ground, died during the pregame celebration. Richard Sheffield is survived by his wife Kim, his twin sons Casey and Stacy, and their families.
We just took care of each other, and, you know, we just are a tight-knit family. We, you know, the boys, they talk to their dad every day on the way to work in the mornings.
Now, Richard's dad was a paratrooper. They have more than 2,500 jumps combined. His boys soon followed, and it became really a family thing. The Washington County Sheriff's Office released its report into the accident today, and we're told the officers didn't find anything at the scene that leads him to believe that the crash was anything more than an accident. While they are still eager to learn more about how this all happened, the family is comforted knowing that their dad and their husband died doing what he loved. Next on our Big 7 list, the Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm, made a stop in Knoxville today. She met with community leaders about energy efficient, affordable housing for communities here in East Tennessee. Now, she also spoke in detail about how the Oak Ridge National Laboratory is leading those types of projects. The Secretary says this is a major step towards making sure that even low-income families get an opportunity to experience clean energy and access to this type of technology. Granholm will be in Knoxville through tomorrow.